How Buhari's minister Malami goofed about Lekki toll gate, said hoodlums wore military uniforms to attack protesters. Welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel. The panel, since last year as part of the recommendations put forward during the Endsars protest, has had petitions on police brutality and has also investigated the Lekki toll gate incident of October 20th, 2020. Now the news in detail. The Lagos State Judicial Panel Inquiry on Police Brutality and Extrajudicial Killings on Monday submitted 2 parts of the report on its findings to the state government. The report included a consolidated report on police brutality and the investigation of the Lekki incident. The panel, since last year as part of recommendation put forward during the Endsars protest, has had petitions on police brutality and has also investigated the Lekki toll gate incident of October 20th, 2020. Soldiers from the Nigerian army had besieged the toll gate where protesters had gathered and fired shots in what appeared to be an attempt to disperse the peaceful demonstrators. But just 2 weeks after the shooting at the Lekki toll gate, the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami had claimed it was likely hoodlums who wore military uniforms and not operated from the Nigerian army fired at the peaceful Endsars protesters at the Lekki toll gate in Lagos State. Malami has said hoodlums might have been hired to create a scene. The Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, San, has said you cannot rule out the possibility of perhaps hoodlums that set in to create a scene could equally partake in the process. But the Lagos panel, in its reports on the Lekki incident submitted to State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, confirmed that officers for the Nigerian army who said they were invited by the Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu shot at and killed protesters at the Lekki toll gate. It also concluded that the police shot at protesters and picked up bullets to cover up. The police read, the Nigerian army was invited for intervention in the state and was deployed to Lekki toll gate on the 20th of October 2020. At the Lekki toll gate, officers of the Nigerian army shot, injured and killed unarmed, helpless and defenseless protesters without provocation or justification, while they were waving the Nigerian flag and singing the national anthem, and the manner of assault and killing could in context be described as a massacre. The panel found out that the Nigerian police force deployed its officers to the Lekki toll gate on the night of the 20th October 2020, and between the night and the morning of the 21st of October 2020, its officers shot at, assaulted and battered unarmed protesters, which led to injuries and deaths. The police officers also tried to cover up their actions by picking up bullets. The panel found that there was an invitation of the Nigerian army to Lagos State made by the Lagos State government through the Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu before the hierarchy of the Nigerian army deployed its soldiers to the Lekki toll gate on the night of the 20th of October 2020. Okay, all those involved, come out. This one is all vote operation. If you are among, come out. All those that made passing comments, posted it online, made people look like fools, made people started questioning their sanity. All of them, they are going to have a taste of what it feels like. You know, I keep saying, in this time, in this present time, one is not supposed to always come out to say, yes, experience is the best teacher. But there are some things you are going to use your brain for. You're not going to allow experience to teach you, because if it teaches you, you are done. You are gone. Now, how can you allow yourself to say things carelessly? Coming out to say that, yes, you cannot rule out the possibility of hoodlums wearing who gave them Nigerian uniforms. Except you are now going to now tell the world or Nigeria, or the people of Nigeria now, that hoodlums are now working hand in hand with the government. Yes, that is what you're trying to say. If you're coming out to now vouch for the Nigerian army, that perhaps that means you gave the order. Since you are sounding so convincing about it, that is just the truth. You are going to tell us how you thought about it and what made you think about it in the first place. Hoodlums wearing the Nigerian uniform. Also, hoodlums also took arms too, right? Or it has arms and ammunition now. I mean, arms, guns now. Do in Nigeria, is it now legalized for one to be in the possession of arms? I mean, there's some things, and I keep saying that it is more painful, it is more annoying and disturbing and worrisome that the persons that keeps making such statements, they are not just ordinary learned people. They are not just elites. These people, okay, this particular Attorney General of the Federation now, he's not just a learned person, he's a barrister. He's not just an ordinary barrister, he's a member of the Senior Advocate of Nigeria body. Now, he's not just a member of SAN, he is the Attorney General of the Federation. Now, tell me, if someone now that is eating from his or her nose and is feeding from his or her mouth says this, you want to, no, this person is not sound. But for someone who is this learned to come out and make such statements, uncle, you should know better that if you're saying something, you should have facts behind it. You should have your proofs. You don't come out and make things and just make statements. You are a lawyer, you should know better. Then you are coming now to say what? That people who gave the army the uniform, who gave the hoodlums the uniform, who also gave them arms, who even gave them the order, who brought them together. Since you are going to come out and make such personal statements, it can't be. If you're going to be making that statement, that means what you're trying to say in essence now is that government now uses hoodlums against its own people. That is what you are saying, QED. Yes. Everybody at one point in time who came out and made passing remarks about this particular hey, my goodness. It is really, really annoying, but it is funny. Just recently, about 2 weeks ago, the person of Kemi, I am sure Nigerians will drag her, like by the time they finish dragging her, hey, next time, if she's coming out to say something, she will make sure she is very cautious. Just recently, we heard about the 21-story building that collapsed in Ikoyi. The person that calls herself an investigative journalist, and the person of Kemi Olonoyo, came out to say that victims' family came out and they all wrote their names and they are looking for the bodies, or perhaps for their family members. That the Lekki toll gate, an investigative journalist saying that the Lekki toll gate victims, that none of them, none of the family members came out. I was like, Auntie, you are saying this. Now, I am sure that she did not expect that what she said just 2 weeks ago, about a week ago, will come hunting her. Nigerians will drag the hell out of her. Next time, you are calling yourself an investigative journalist. If you don't want that title, you don't even attach it to yourself. It is unfortunate that things like this happen in Nigeria. It is very unfortunate. But like I said, justice should be given to the victims by making sure whatever they protested against is done, and so that it is written that those that died did not die in vain.